Okay, hopefully I can talk properly. I'll tell you why after why I'm saying that, because one side of my mouth is numb at the moment, ish. Um, Site-wide upgrade that I've been talking about or hinted at here and there for ExploreTreeMinds.com is a couple hours away from being final. Even when it's finalised, it'll be a couple more hours on tweaking things to look how they were before the upgrade. Reason for that is we don't entirely do the upgrade ourselves. The software supplier has updates. Along with ourselves, we try to tweak things here and there, as well as have custom made components for the site, which is cost a little bit here and there every time we do that. It's by the software supplier. It's like, I'll have this idea to do this and that, and if it's too much of a task, you get it done for us by SoftwareLab24. So, why is the side of my mouth numb? Well, the stuff you can buy to mitigate to fake numbs the gum a bit, so I squirted some of that in. It's Saturday. I run people up to get seen to, but it appears that nobody's available, so I have to ring someone's Monday. I do need treatment. I've neglected it a little bit because I had to fill it. There is a fill-in that should be in that site. It came out last year, and I didn't get it done till, well, now I'm in this situation. So there's going to be some new stuff to use and new bells and whistles and tools on ExploreTreeMinds.com. I always thought like storyline stuff on Facebook was a bit, when it first came in, I thought that's annoying. Now I quite actually like it, and I know a lot of people like it as well. We have something like that actually, and the usuals, the usual sort of, you can put your poll in, you can put your business page in, you can put in your own group. Well, you can join groups, you can create a group chat. You can't create groups, so you can create a group chat. Group chat is different to group pages, despite the word group. You can go into, if you want a group, go into a group to suggest other groups. And we've done it that way because we're not Facebook. We're not a free-for-all, let's pretend to be super liberal, but really, you can't say this, you can't do this, you can't do that. And you've got people randomly creating groups that are just garbage, really, on Facebook. Group suggestion group, where you can go in there and suggest, can we have this, and give us details. Then I'll chat with the rest of my mods, or maybe decide on my own. Yeah, we can do that. Create the group, then give administration rights of that group to the one who suggested, or whoever it is that wants control over that page. It's a better way to do it, actually. Facebook should be able to afford to do stuff like that, but these big, huge companies love automation. I don't like automation, over-the-top automation. Some automation is absolutely necessary when you have a massive user base. I don't have a massive user base. But if I did, there would be some exceptions I'd probably make, but this is the problem with Google and Facebook and all these digital giants. they need to get back to the roots. They really need to get back to person, and Google got enough money to employ enough staff. I'm pretty sure they must have, and Facebook to be morally supportive and be people supportive. But the foundations of how Facebook was created is not on morals. It's about, look at Zuckerberg. He's seen as cold and unsocial and all that because he basically is. He does. I think he doesn't have that turned on. His attitude, to quote, when it was really a college dorm thing. People putting all the details on there, and his attitude was, "Oh, these dumb fucks keep putting their details on there anyway." Because he was asked, "How do you know all these details about all these people?" "Oh, they joined my Facebook. The dumb fucks put the." That's what you're dealing with, and yet I'm only on Facebook. Why? Probably the same reason that the viewer is on Facebook, because there's other people that are on there, right? It's like kind of a stalemate, because if I said Facebook to you, everybody knows what it is. If I said Exploratory Minds to you, you go, "What's that? What's that?" Something about exploring consciousness? What's that? It is a social platform. It's a social network platform. Posting, just like you have your wall on Facebook, you have that. Post videos, GIFs, files, file sharing. Facebook doesn't have file sharing. You can record your finances. Facebook doesn't do that. So there's differences. There is private chat. There's group, like I said, group chats. Group chats are more of a recent addition, aside from this big upgrade I'm doing now. And I like the group chats because we've had some fun with that, and it's very easy to control. And you can delete the group chat. It's like you're creating a chat room. You type in and you click send. We may tweak that, in which you just type in, press enter, and pressing enter is like clicking send. So it'd be more like a chat room sort of scenario. It'd be faster in that way. Or we might leave it as it is. We'll see how. At the moment it'll be just click send. That's something else I'll experiment with to see if it works. Further down the line, if it does, then we'll publish it. So once all this is out of the way, I can get some focus on the next video on the other channel about 3D printing biodegradable things, like plastic replacements, really. And then the next subject will be body language, and people really should observe some of these trials online and thinking about body language. Jason Smith reveals quite a bit in his body language, actually. Everyone knows he's a seasonal practice liar. But the average person probably lies about 10 times a day, though, believe it or not. But they're just little white lies. They're things like, if somebody said to me, "You alright?" I said, yeah, fine. Well, then you got a bit of a toothache and this and that, but I say yeah, okay, because I don't want to involve you into all of my gripes and moans and groans about life in general. And we do that a lot. But that's fine. That's normal social interaction. We do things a lot. The average person lies about 10 times a day about different things. And when it's intentional to deceive, body language will tend to reveal what the person's really thinking in contradiction to what they're saying. As I've said previously in videos, the funniest, most classic one would be, "Yes, I'm quite happy to do that, yeah." Why are you nodding no? You're not going no. I've seen people do that, and it's hilarious. It's funny. Regardless, it's a vast subject. It's fascinating. Getting back to the upgrades, I'm actually, it's in front of me right now. Something's processing file going over from my laptop right now to the website. That's finished. Need to turn that one on. Turning on some components that were turned off. SoundCloud embedding just been turned on. That means if you've got a SoundCloud, put in a link for your tune, music off SoundCloud or whatever your audio file is. Doesn't have to be music, whatever. I mean, mostly it's music artists on SoundCloud, so maybe some podcasts. And it automatically embeds SoundCloud's in player into the post. You can play. You can't do that on Facebook either. You just get a link. Video embedding. Put in a link for YouTube and Dailymotion works, Vimeo works, and it comes up with those websites' players to play the video. On Facebook, it gives you the link. Personally, I think it's better than Facebook. Facebook doesn't have to try and be better. It's just a big pile of I don't know. I wasn't going to say a big pile of shit because it's got its uses, but it's just that conglomeration, that the accumulation of things that work and things that really shouldn't be, and things that it's a mess, I think. And I've tried their different themes. It's way that the theme change for, I don't know if anyone's actually who's watching have been asked to try their new cascading style sheet. Must have been programmed for that. It's alright. It's a big improvement over the original, but it's still a mess in my personal opinion. If something's not immediately intuitive right away, I struggle. And it's like a domino effect. I get confused with something and I lose concentration and so on. And we've tried to make Exploratory Minds very intuitive, and it will be more harnessed in that way over time. Again, we lean in it towards a researcher's platform. When you join, you choose a category. Great. You choose like blogger, or the one category is random. Actually, the word random, meaning that you could be any of these categories, or whichever, technology and science, biology, whatever. This categories, I forget what all the categories are. We may take some off, may put some new ones on. What that does, it helps people find you via category if they're interested in 3D printing, like for instance. They could type that in a search, and anyone who's put that in themselves into that category will be on that list. And hopefully they put themselves into the category because that's what they're interested in and they're posting. So, that person who's searching for that can learn more about that. It's a researcher's platform, and there's bells and whistles pointing in that direction to harness it that way. Our main blog will have users from exploratoryminds.com social pages there's blogging ability there, we can extract your blog and put it on our main blog if you wanted to, and it'll be our decision because we'll pick out the best and we'll give you a shout out. And hopefully everyone who's using the site realizes, oh, this user got a shout out. Why? Well, let's go and have a look and find out what the subject matter is. Get other people to say, here's where we think perhaps the information might have been wrong or not quite complete, and you're happy, we're happy for you to say, okay, tell us, but if you can't back up your claim, then we're not going to include it or expand that article or collaborate. Okay, it's a collaboration platform. It's Exploratory Minds, exploring ideas. Maybe I should have called it something else, but it's exploratoryminds.com at the moment. Front page will look different at the moment. It'll be changed somewhat back to what it was very soon. I just turned on the expense management and just re-plugging in some of the plugins, turning those on at the moment. Restrict group creation, that's needed. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll perhaps do another video soon about the update, and we can get that out of the way. We can actually start doing small videos of how to use this aspect of the site, and then move on another video how to use that, so on. Cheers, bye.